Welcome back, children. So let's start the new chapter, that is the Unit 4 Calculus. And in Calculus Unit 4, two chapters are there, that is limit, and one more chapter, that is differentiation. And these both chapters are very important for the next class, that is class for the class 12th. So first to see what is limit. Okay, first to see what is limit, that is our meaning of limit. Limits in, let f of x, you know what is f of x, that is our function, be a function of x. Okay, if as x, okay, when you want to find out the limit value, when if as x assumes a value nearer and nearer to a, it means the value of x is nearer and nearer to a, but is not exactly the a point. It, what is the value of x, it is just nearer to a but not what the exact value of a. And if f of x is nearer and nearer to the L value, L some value we take, used to take the limit. Okay, and then we can say that f of x tends to, f of x tends to limit L, okay, as x tends to a, and we can write as, okay, so first of all limit we can write in this form lim, and here the this form x, this arrow means the tends to, x tends to a, we can read as like this, x tends to a, function of x equal to L. Okay, it means whatever function is given, that will be our, in the algebraic form, in the trigonometric form, whatever function is given, that should be equal to the value what tends, x tends to a. It means whatever function, it should be x in the form of x only. Okay, because here if suppose x tends to a means a value should be anything, a means 1 2 3, any value they will give you. X tends to a, f of x equal to L, any function it should be, it means x square, or we can say x plus 3, any x function should be there. And in that place you have to put the value of x, whatever value is given in the question, that value you have to put the x, and you have to satisfy what value will be coming at the last. So in this way you can find out the any of the limits. Okay, we'll solve some questions, then we'll understand. First to write the how to evaluate. Okay, this will be in the form of 4, that is our addition, subtraction, multiplication. Okay, and first to write the theorem, and then I will tell you the evaluation of limit, what is given in your book. Now see, theorem on limit, it means that limit we can solve in the 5 ways. It should be addition form, it may be addition form, subtraction form, and then multiplication, 2 forms are there, and this division form. So this f of x and g of x, you can say that if f of x and g of x be two function, okay, this be two functions, any function it should be, um, it may be x plus 3 like algebraic, trigonometric form, any function it should be. So when the function is given in the addition form, then you have to put the limit in both the functions separately. Okay, you have to put the limit in both the functions separately when you going to solve this one. Second thing, when you it is in the subtraction form, again you have to separate the limits when you doing the solution. And this is the different one, that is c into f of x, limit x tends to a, how you will read, limit x tends to 8, c into f of x. C means what? C means our constant. It is our constant term. Okay, so constant we can't do anything, so we'll make it separate in the front, and then you function, you just solve it and put the limit at the last. Okay, second thing, again multiplication, if two function in the multiplication form, again you have to put the 2 limit over there. Then in division form, again you have to put the limit in the separate way. So in this way you can solve the limits, very easy chapter it is, if you understand you can solve very easily. Okay, now see how to do solve it, the method. Okay, now see children, there are methods are given when you solve the limits. First method is method of factor, simple. If function is given in this form, g of x and upon h of x, simple, you factorize both the function, that will be in algebraic form, so you can factorize in the form of by splitting the middle term also, and then cancel the common factors, and then put the value of x directly over there, put the limit, it means. Okay, This is very simple. When the limit of some substitution will come, then you have to put the x value as a plus h. Okay, and in a plus h, your x tends to a value but h tends to 0 value. Okay, and then simplify both the numerator and denominator and cancel this h throughout the solution, and then also put the value of 0, h equal to 0 also, and then you will get the required limit over there. Okay, so when you solve the question, children, you will understand what one more method is given, that is method of rationalization. So here with the ratio rationalize the factor what is coming in the square root. Okay, and then simplify and put the value of x. That is our third one, that is a method of rationalization. Okay, rationalization. So these all three methods you can write in your copy, children. Then we'll solve the questions in the next one. Okay, and this is also given in page number in your book. You can check it out. That is 625. The chapter is from 675. Okay, start from there. Okay, write down all the definition in your copy also, children. Okay.